Under the sun, the fields are alive. Cheering crowds and the teams collide. In these moments, we stand tall and free. First pride runs deep in me. With every touchdown, we rise and we cheer. Unity and spirit, the heart of the year. Raise your voices, let's make it loud. In Florida's high schools, we're so damn proud. From the bleachers to the end zone to go, football and cheers make our spirits roll. Girls in the game, they're fierce and bright. Flag in hand, they give it their might. From every town they bring their dreams. On this field of gold, nothing's as it seems. Together we shine, together we play. In Florida's heart, we own this day. Raise your voices, let's make it loud. In Florida's high schools, we're so damn proud. From the bleachers to the end zones go, football and cheers make our spirits grow. So here's to the game, we'll rise and stand. In Florida's field, we're a united band.
All right, and we're going to say good evening to you on this Thanksgiving week. It is time for the Drive the State show, the Blitz edition of the Drive the State, I should say. There's Christopher Lyke, there's Coach Ron right there. I'm Josh Wilson, and obviously you can see it is Happy Turkey Week. And let's see, Chris has got Happy Thanksgiving, and what else does that say, Chris? I'm having a hard time seeing it, Chris. Keeps coming out. You might want to come a little closer to the camera on that one. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy birthday to me. Being sick sucks. Okay, there we go. I'm thankful for our followers and thankful for family and friends. Football and food.
Yep.
Happy Turkey Week.
Looking forward to the weekend.
I feel that. Turkey, ham, sweet potato casserole, deviled eggs, all the goodies.
Mashed potatoes and corn.
Chris, hope you feel better. Coach, how you doing, man?
Good, doing good. It's been a fun week. Last weekend was great. Last Friday was awesome, and got a chance to get down to the game, and a lot of great surprising outcomes. I know I got a chance to go back and listen to y'all on Saturday morning, and y'all hit a lot on the head. There's a lot of shocking wins.
No, absolutely. There was a lot there, and a lot to say the least. I mean, some definitely interesting results. Obviously, we'll go through all those results as we go through this here tonight here on the Drive.
But there was also teams that won where the final result was shocking. You know, some very low scoring games where I think we thought it was going to be higher scoring, or maybe there would be more of a blowout.
Mm-hmm.
And, a lot of question marks for some teams going into this week that I think maybe we were higher on. That maybe you got to kind of go back to the drawing board a little bit on. And that's the great thing about this state when it comes to this time of the year. You don't know who gets hot, and sometimes those hot teams fizzle out. So.
Oh, absolutely. But let's kind of get into it here first and foremost. Let's talk a little Thanksgiving talk here because it's already here in the thing. Let's talk about the biggest food and football weekend of the year, because you can't go wrong with football and food here. And of course, being thankful for a lot of things here. Obviously, thankful for being able to do the show and all that. But definitely appreciate everybody here. Let's talk about food here for a moment here. Every asked, what is your favorite pie for Thanksgiving? You can't go wrong with pumpkin. You can never go wrong with pumpkin. Pecan pies can be good depending on how they're made.
Maybe apple pie.
I'll say, yeah.
You know what? Some good old apple pie, warm apple pie, ice cream. Give it to that. That's a good combination right there. A good apple pie a la mode, as they would say.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but yes, these teams shall practice on Turkey Day. These teams that we will talk about here tonight, these teams are getting the opportunity to basically put on the practice uniforms on Thanksgiving morning and have some team camaraderie, have a Thanksgiving meal early with their team, Thanksgiving breakfast, maybe a Thanksgiving brunch, whatever it may be. But for a lot of these teams, it definitely it's huge here. But I mean, of course, never mind that there's obviously the NFL football on Thanksgiving. I mean, that's a tradition here. I mean, of course, Dallas and Detroit getting their home games, and then of course, by the way, I think out of all the NFL teams, only the Jaguars have never played on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, never have.
They're the only team in the NFL still have not yet to play a game on Thanksgiving Day. Everybody else.
I like it like that. That's fine.
I think the way Jags keep playing, being the cardiac cats, our luck will run out on that, and we'll have a Thanksgiving game.
Saying like typically there's a family argument by about 1 o'clock. The last thing we need is that 1 o'clock argument to happen, and then Jags football. I'm just saying, like, it's either going to bring us all together in sorrow or celebration, one way or another.
Oh, you know what? Emery brings up a green bean casserole. Yes, broccoli casserole would be good too. Give me some green bean casserole, stuffing. I'm good for. I'm down for it. I'm down for most of it.
I know y'all said pies, but pound cake, like warm pound cake and ice cream.
Oh, some good old pound cake, or give me some banana bread too.
Yeah, banana nut bread cake.
Oh,
baked mac and cheese.
Yes. I didn't do it last year at all, and I'm not doing it for Thanksgiving. I may do it for Christmas. Is a whole it's a mac and cheese like Stouffer's, but it requires 5 different cheeses.
And like my grandma used to make it with the cottage cheese in it too.
Interesting. Emery, yeah, I'm with Emery here about the green bean casserole. A lot of fried onions, please. Thank you very much on that one. The fried onions. Give me those French's fried onions. We'll be good to go there with everything. But yes, indeed, we are here for the Drive the State show here tonight and everything like that. And with that said, let me pull this over to the side here on the screen. Okay, I gotta adjust my screens here real quick because I've got a lot of things open that way. I can kind of keep track of everything and keep a track of the chat, and then pull up with talk about from last week our stuff with the forecast. But I got from the forecast. And by the way, when we do this, we've got a couple elements here tonight. First, you'll see the FPRI forecast. Obviously, it's just going to be in the bottom lower third, but it also we do this. Usually we publish it every year. We didn't do it last year because we did it on the show. This year we're doing it again on the show. Is our annual turkey gobbler. We're gonna give the turkey. We're gonna rate the games 5 turkeys to 1 turkey. We're gonna see what Mr. Tom Turkey has in store. Yep. No turkeys were harmed in the process of this idiot. So hey, it's really cooks anymore. I do cook. I can't.
Hey, it's a tradition. This is a tradition that I started back in Texas. So
yes,
anybody frying turkeys this year? I failed my nuclear scientist exam, so I avoid that.
Oh man,
it scares the mess out of me to do that.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and get this started here. We'll go ahead and bring this up here onto the screen here with We're going to talk about rural here first, at the FIT. So we're going to do a third round playoff preview, basically, as we're going to do this here. And let me get to our thing here. So as you see here in this, Fort White gets a bye because last week we didn't realize this, that Northview and Moorhaven all pulled out of the whole FIT tournament. This is why I feel like this FIT tournament can go.
Wow. Didn't see this coming at all.
As Chris would say, yeah, this thing probably needs to get unfit and go away.
Yep.
So, with that said, the only FIT rural game this week in the semifinal round is Port St. Joe and Holmes County. Well, let's go ahead and bring it up here on the screen what that forecast is going to be. Holmes County 13 over Port St. Joe. That's the forecasted prediction. Now the next question is, on this, how many turkeys did Mr. Tom Turkey give on this one?
-3.
Oh, you wish there was negative turkeys. We don't give negative turkey days out, but
I'll give it a gobble.
Yeah, but let's see. Well, how many turkeys do we have, Mr. Tom Turkey? Oh, it's going to go for me. And it's not going to go for me. Why are we doing this? Come on. There we go. All right, one turkey. Do we have another turkey? We do have another turkey. Is there another turkey?
No.
No, there isn't.
Wow.
Not at all. Not at all. This game, I got to say, I mean, Port St. Joe whacked over the Central out of Milton last week. Fort White just totally demolished Wildwood. No surprise. At this point, I just feel like, it's Fort White versus whoever, and Fort White's probably going to destroy whoever comes into that rural FIT game come Saturday afternoon next week at 1:00. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I don't see Fort White.
I'll be honest.
If there's any team in this entire FIT system that I'm actually proud of for playing in it, it's Fort White. And that goes all the way up to the top. Because we all agree that they should have been in the World Classification playoffs. And those boys, you know what? They're playing pissed off. They deserve to be playing pissed off. And stop it. Fort White might win by 50 in the championship game.
Yeah, no, absolutely. All right, so real quick, let's go ahead and fire off our picks on this one here. We'll play for the picks on this one here. Coach, who are you taking on this one on Holmes County and Port St. Joe?
I got Holmes County.
Chris? Yeah, Holmes County.
Yeah, I'm going Holmes. I know Port St. Joe won by a lot last week, but Holmes County I feel like might be a bit better here in this situation. And yeah, we're going to talk about Dr. Garcia here in a moment. Here, once we get to the 4A to 7A bracket. Let's get into the 1A to 3A bracket. We got the North Championship, the North top part of the bracket. Dunellen Palaca will be at Dunellen. And then Booker T. Washington versus North Miami Beach in the South part. And then let's go ahead and talk about this first matchup, gentlemen. Dunellen is an 8-point favorite over Palaca. I feel like that's pretty much about par where it should be.
That's spot on.
I mean, and you know what? Dunellen plays in that thing. I believe it will be a 1:00 on Thursday, December 4th. Actually, I apologize. By the way, the Rural State Championship games, we were supposed to be a Saturday deal, but now they're actually back to Friday. So I guess the FHA didn't listen about, hey, get the state championship game off the Friday. That way everybody can sit semifinals on Friday for 1A through 7A. But I digress. Here we go. Dunellen and Palaca. Gentlemen, who do you feel like is going to win this one? Is it Dunellen or Palaca? And then Mr. Tom Turkey will reveal the turkey ratings for this game.
Dunellen by a lot.
Yeah, I think it's Dunellen. I think it's a better game. Palaca's going to play them tough. I mean, Palaca's got they got some athletes. I mean, they're not all that. Obviously, we know as the season shook out. But Dunellen's such a tough out. I know it wasn't the best year for them, but it's Denellen's still Denellen at the end of the day when the matchup happens. I think it's still probably a 3-touchdown game, but I think Palaca keeps it pretty interesting for a couple quarters.
Yeah. I'm going with Denellen here, and Denellen advances. They'll draw a crowd for that game. I mean, they'll draw a crowd there at the Villages that next Thursday for that game. And with that said, Mr. Tom Turkey, how many turkeys do we have for this game? 1. We have 2. Do we have a third one? No, we don't. We don't. Not a third one. All right, now let's go to Booker T. Washington and North Miami Beach in this one. I mean, Booker T. I think they just kind of slid by last week. Basically, I don't know what to make of Booker T because this year's not been anything what we know as of Booker T. Washington. And North Miami Beach, they probably could have been in the main bracket had they had a couple things gone their way. But I mean, at this point, who are we taking here as we pull up the forecast here? It's North Miami Beach 10 over Booker T. Washington in this one.
Yeah, I'm torn with this game. I think Booker T. Washington is a better club than North Miami Beach right now.
Well, so you're going to go Booker T. Washington, Coach. How about you on this one?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go. Give me BTW. Tough.
I'm gonna go North Miami Beach. I feel like this is North Miami Beach's game of everything to lose. As we see in the chat here, there people are talking about Denellen going with Denellen, and then some people believe it's kind of split between North Miami Beach and Booker T. Washington. But we'll see what happens. It's a pretty even game, Mr. Tom Turkey. How many turkeys do we have here? We have 1. I think we have 2. Do we have 3? I don't think we have 3 for this one. Do we? And we don't. With that said, we're into the FIT 4A through 7A bracket. And this one here, gentlemen, Childs and Tate, this is actually a good one in the Panhandle. This is going to draw probably the fans from Childs are going to make that trip over to Pensacola, go to Cantonment, play there at Tate. And Tate just barely got by Bartram Trail.
Yeah.
But, Tate should have been Tate was 7-3 in the regular season, and they should have been a team that should have been in the main bracket. So, and Childs could have been in the main bracket had some things gone their way, but here it is. I feel like with this, I gotta tell you, for me, this game has got all the makings to be one of a game that could rival a true playoff game in the entire Panhandle.
These two teams, they got a lot to prove. They're there to make a mark, and I think that these two teams are they're there to prove people wrong that they should have been in the bracket. Give me Tate.
Absolutely. All right, you're going to take Tate, Coach. Who are you thinking in this one? This one's, I mean, it's a tough one. I mean,
great. It's a great game. I mean, really, outside of Lincoln, Childs is your next best team in that Tallahassee area this year.
That's saying a lot.
It's tough, right? It's not saying a lot, and in most years that would be a lot. But it's a down year for that area. But Childs is still a really good team, and another factor to mention about the Panhandle, aside from the rural bracket, this is the only local team playing in the Panhandle at home,
and that's crazy.
So it's not just the home crowd that's going to be out there. There's going to be the players from other teams that are out of the playoffs and make that trip. Just get out on a Friday night. It's going to be a decent crowd for that. And, it's like you said, I mean, I can, off the top of my hand, just this week alone, this game is better than other games going on right now in the regional finals in some other areas. I mean, this is a good game.
We agree.
I'm going to go with Tate just being the home team. Close game, maybe like a 31-28 kind of game. Close game, but Childs puts out a really good effort and could pull off the upset on the road there. But go Tate, give him the home team.
Yeah, I'm going to go Tate as well here. And Mr. Tom Turkey, how many turkeys do we have for this game? All right, here we go. 1 turkey. I'm going to stop the music here. That way y'all can hear the gobble here. All right, another turkey? Do we have another turkey? And do we have another turkey? I believe this might be 3. We do. It is 3 turkeys for this one. Mm-hmm. Mr. Tom Turkey is saying 3 on this one. I got to tell you, this next game, gentlemen, Dr. Juan Garcia and Fort Pierce Westwood. This one, I'm kind of scratching my head because Fort Pierce Westwood has been kind of a team that is there's not much to really kind of glean off him. I think Garcia, I mean, obviously Mark Cannon has seen Dr. Garcia. I got to tell you, to me, I feel like for this one, Dr. Garcia is going to win big. Look at that forecast. 34 for Pierce Westwood.
I agree with this forecast. Dr. Garcia is just too good.
Yeah, I think Garcia could have been in the main playoff bracket had things gone their way in a couple of games or two. But with that said, how many turkeys do we have for this one? Because I feel like we know what this one's going to be about. I have a feeling it's not going to be that. Is it 1 turkey? It is 1 turkey. Do we have 2 turkeys?
Oh.
We do. We do have 2 turkeys. Do we have a 3rd turkey? No, we don't. Yeah, well, and Roger, we're going to talk about Bradford and Cocoa here in just a few minutes here when we get the Class 2A. Let's get into it here with the rural classification here, and let's get into that one here. Oh, yes, rural classification time. Here we go. As we go through it here, what do we got? Well, the turkey's watching on the TV because he's saying, hey, these games are better going through 1A for rural and 1A through 7A. So he's watching on TV. Better have some chicken. Winston.
Turkey's been drinking too much.
Wow.
Anyways, up first, let's talk about this one here. On this one here, we got Blountstown and Pahokee. Pahokee making another long road trip, and Blountstown 25-point favorite. I feel like it's going to be closer than that, but I feel like Blountstown's still the favorite in this one, given everything, especially pulling off that big win over the defending state champion Madison County on Friday night.
Yeah, Pahokee, look, they've proven that they can win on the road, but I think Blountstown's just too good right now. Give me Blountstown by about 10.
Coach.
Yeah, I got Blountstown 3 to 4 touchdowns. My 2 finalists are still alive, so I ain't picking against it. So.
Yeah. With that said here, Mr. Tom Turkey, how many turkeys do we have for this game? I have a feeling. I know what it's going to be like. All right. We have 1 turkey. Do we have 2 turkeys? Oh, we do. Do we have 3 turkeys? Do we have a 4th turkey for this game? We do. And do we have a 5th turkey for this game? We do. Wow. I feel like this has got the makings because of what this game, what Pahokee did last week at Taylor County. They've proven that they can go on a long road trip and do what they can, and they're gonna give Blountstown a battle. They may not come out the winner in this, but they're gonna give them a battle.
I just don't think it's going to be as close as that Taylor. I mean, comparing, it's like apples to oranges comparing Taylor County to Blountstown. And not to mention the environments at Blountstown versus at Taylor County. Well, they're not going to get bent over by 40. But I just don't foresee Pahokee going all the way back on the road again, another long road trip, back-to-back weeks, and going to Bluntstown where the environment is crazy. It's not quite a Madison or a Niceville, those backwoods environment, but it is a great hometown crowd. And Bluntstown just looks like they're on a mission to get to the state title game. It's been a long time coming for that Bluntstown team to get to that point, and I don't. Right now, Pahokee is the unfortunate team that's in their way. I don't see it being close.
Chris, I mean, it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be an interesting game. It's going to be an interesting game.
Like I said, I think Bluntstown they'll win by 10. It's going to be a close game, but there's going to be some road fatigue for Pahokee.
It depends on how they situate this travel. That's going to be the big key. That's going to be the big key for them. The next game in that rural bracket in the state semifinals. By the way, these are state semifinal games for the rural bracket. Chiefland on the road to Hawthorne. This will be a big showdown at Annie Mae Phillips. This is huge. It's a huge game. What are you trying to say? CI?
Yeah, baby. I don't even need to say nothing. Hawthorne, big.
I gotta give it. Hawthorne took care of business against Williston and did it in an almost perfect fashion. I gotta give that to Hawthorne and CI. But Chiefland's been playing.
Yeah.
Chiefland's been playing on a whole other dimension.
I'm talking big game, saying big, but Hawthorne wins. It ain't gonna be big. And the Chiefland's gonna be a really tough out.
Chiefland's gonna be, and Chiefland's only a 7-point favorite. So this tells you this game could go either way. I mean, it really is. I mean, Chiefland's played some really tough football this year. They have gone through some things here to get there. But Hawthorne only played 8 games in the regular season. I think that may be part of the demeanor here in some aspects. That does the scheduling in the regular season, is it going to catch up to them? Hasn't yet. Obviously, it was we've seen here 3 so far, but you know what? Who knows?
They're going for 5 straight appearances.
2020, 21, 20, 22, 23, 24. Oh, this will be the 6th straight.
6th in a row, yeah. Give me Hawthorne.
6 straight. Chris, how are you feeling on this one? Is it the Indians or is it the Hornets? By the way, Chiefland's looking for their first state title game appearance since 1997. By the way,
yeah,
that's how long it's been.
Because it's in Hawthorne. Give me Hawthorne by 3.
You know what? It's a big crowd environment at Hawthorne. They have really damn good chicken wings. By the way,
yes, they do.
Fried chicken wings. And with French fries, by the way. Really good. At a concession stand. This one for me, I as much as I want to go Chiefland and go with the computer, I'm actually going against the computer. Give me Hawthorne for the win here. And with that said, Mr. Tom Turkey, how many turkeys do we have for this one? Oh, we have 1. Do we have a second turkey? We do. Do we have a 3rd turkey? And do we have a 4th turkey? Do we have a 5th turkey? We don't. Just because it's
that's shocking.
It's close. It could have been 4.5, but I don't have a half turkey to give out.
Give it a turkey leg. Throw the leg up there.
Chris, do you have a turkey leg somewhere?
Somewhere. I don't know where it is.
Oh, I'll go downstairs into the fridge.
It might be in the freezer out back. I don't know. All right. Let's go with Class 1A. Let's get into it here with it. 1A Region 1, University Christian, a 16-point favorite of Trinity Christian, but I say this, when these two teams meet up, expect battle on the field. David Penland III versus Verlin Dormany, Dean of Coaches. They're in Jacksonville, regardless of public or private. I mean, this is what you expect out of private school showdown in Jacksonville. Here you are. once again, 1A Region 1. It's for all the marbles to go. Probably either likely scenario is either y'all are probably going to end up having to. Someone's going to have to probably most likely, if they're coming out of this bracket, depending on how the recalculation goes, Friday night into Saturday morning before they reveal what the reseeding for the state semifinals is going to be. It's either I feel like they're going to end up. Someone's going to end up. It's going to someone's going to end up with Shaman and Madonna, in my opinion, or they're going to end up with like a either a St. Pete Catholic or a Carrollwood Day. I mean, anything could happen at this point.
If it stays put as is in terms of the seedings, like if it doesn't shake up any more than where it's at, I think the winner of this game is your 4 seed playing Chaminade.
Yeah.
It would take a drastic upset somewhere else for that to probably change. I don't.
All right, let's go ahead. And Chris, your thoughts on this one before we go ahead and roll our picks out and see what Mr. Tom Turkey has for the rating.
Yeah, give me University Christian by about 5 or 6.
That's where I'm kind of leaning. Give me University Christian in this one. I feel like it might be a little closer than what the computer's calling for, but I got to go UC as well. Coach?
I have Trinity Christian in the upset on the road. To your point on Saturday, Trinity Christian is peaking. It's something we talked about 3-4 weeks ago. If and when would this team peak? And if normally when it happens in the playoffs. And to Verlin's credit, it seems like it's time after time. The story stays the same. In the playoffs, he just dials it in that much more.
No, absolutely. They did dial it in. 56 points. I think that's the most points they've scored in a game this year so far, by the way. So,
close game on the road. I got Trinity.
All right, here we go. How many turkeys do we have, Mr. Tom Turkey? We've got 1. We have 2. We have 3. We have 4. Do we have a 5th turkey for this game? Ooh. We do. We do. Because we know it's for all the marbles in this region, and they are going to go to battle. They are going to go to battle. They are going to go to battle.
No blowouts here. It's going to be a 4-quarter battle.
All right, let's go to 1A Region 2, where we've got Carrollwood Day still undefeated at 11-0. Clearwater Central Catholic coming into this one at 10-2. Carrollwood Day, an 8-point favorite over CCC. I feel like if there's anybody that's going to beat CCC coming out of this, it's Carrollwood Day here.
Yeah, Carrollwood Day's on a roll right now. And they've got the lucky draw of being on the home team this week. Give me Carrollwood Day by touchdown.
Coach?
Yeah, I got Carrollwood Day as a touchdown and then hosting next week in the state semis.
Yeah, Carrollwood Day, I mean, CCC, and look, why am I going to go with Carrollwood? Well, look at what Victory Christian, see how many points they put up on CCC? Yeah. That's a telltale sign that if Victory Christian can do that, Carrollwood's going to have their chance to do that. So, and yes, Noli, absolutely right. This is what I'm pointing out. Victory Christian showed the rest of the 1A playoff bracket that's remaining. Hey, here's how you can beat. Here. We almost did it. Here's almost how we did it. Here you go. Here's the blueprint. And here's my thought. CCC's got a lot to clean up. Can they get it cleaned up before Friday? I don't think they can. Give me Carrollwood Day. And Mr. Tom Turkey, how many turkeys do we have for this game? We do have 1. We have 2. We have 3. Do we have a 4th turkey for this one? We do. Do we have a 5th turkey? I don't think so. Nope. Not at all. As we head into 1A Region 3, where St. Pete Catholic is a 2-point favorite Cardinal. Okay, and Coach Harvey is watching. He said message received. Hey, I love you. I love CCC. Don't get me wrong. I just feel like what happened last week. Looking at that, to me, Victory being a 6 seed, to me, there's no way you should have let them score 35 points in the entire game. That's just my opinion. Again, I'm a talking head. Y'all play the game on the field. Y'all do the talking on the field. You do the talking behind the mic. That's how I look at it. Yep. At the end of the day, I'm not here to offend anybody or upset anybody. I'm just gonna speak my mind. Right, Chris?
Yep.
Anyways, let's go look at 1A Region 3, St. Pete Catholic, a 2-point favorite over Cardinal Newman. This one, I feel like Cardinal Newman, given the fact that, let's look at it. St. Pete Catholic, pretty much in the same situation like how we were talking about with CCC against Victory Christian last week. Same situation here. Last week, they finally got exposed here, in my opinion. Here, against St. John Newman, a 4-point game. I mean, 50-46. Forecast is 2-point favorite. And you know what? For me, give me Cardinal Newman to win this one now. Give me Cardinal Newman. If they had not given up that amount of points against St. John Newman, I would say, hey, yeah, St. Pete Catholic's got even a bigger chance to win this one. I think Cardinal Newman's going to finish this one off in this region, in my opinion.
Yeah, St. Petersburg Catholic. They played one Newman team last week, and they're not going to get away with the second game.
Yeah, I don't think so either, Coach.
Yeah, I got Newman. I got Newman by 13.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Tom Turkey. Do we have one turkey? We do. Do we have a 2 turkey? We do. Do we have a 3rd turkey? Ooh. All right, we have 3 turkeys. Do we have a 4th turkey? I don't think so. Nope, not at all. Shemana Madonna, 19-point favorite over True North, gentlemen. True North is going to give Shemana Madonna problems, I think. Shemana Madonna might not win by a big margin, but I feel like still Shemana Madonna, they will win. It's just that True North's going to give them fits. And yes, the opinions expressed on this show are not an endorsement of the product by this network. P.S. is like Pat McAfee would say, P.S. don't sue us.
Yeah.
But we're not as brash and harsh as like Pat McAfee, so we'll leave it there. Anyways, gentlemen, what do you think here? True North roll over St. Andrews here, so I feel like that's where to me, Shemana Madonna's gonna have some tests here.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a game that goes into the fourth quarter with the issue not in doubt. But Shemana Madonna can pull it off late. So just give me Shemana Madonna.
Yeah, I feel like give me Shemana Madonna here as well. I feel like, in my opinion, it's again, it's not going to be like a runaway freight train like maybe sometimes it's been in the regional finals that it's been in years past. This one, Coach, are you feeling the same way here?
Yeah, I'm actually taking the under slightly. I got Chaminade 49-31, 18-point victory.
Yeah, and dang nabbit, Emery, you just had to do it, didn't you? Emery,
I think a 10-point game going to the fourth quarter sounds about right. I think Chris is spot on. I think it's going to look close going into that fourth, and then it's the late little pull away from Chaminade, make it look a little worse than it really was.
And I absolutely agree with y'all on this. I feel like that's the thing. It's not going to be on one of those runaway games that we see Shemana Madonna do in the playoffs because the competition is so far different. The competition gap is actually much closer in this situation here. Obviously, True North got a great quarterback in Zach Katz. He's going to give them fits here, and it's going to give Shemana a lot of fits here. So I mean, give me the under on this one on the spread here. All right, Mr. Tom Turkey. By the way, before we do Mr. Tom Turkey, Emery had to do it. So let me pull it off. memory just had to mention a UFO somewhere. All right, let's go ahead and roll into this one here. Let's Mr. Tom Turkey. What do we have here as we go into this here? How many turkeys do we have? We have 1 turkey. Do we have 2 turkeys? We do. Do we have 3? Do we have 4? We do. Do we have a 5th one? Not a 5th one on that one. I because I feel like it's one of those scenarios where what happens if that game comes into a runaway?
Yeah.
That's my only fear.
If it wasn't that close, if it wasn't a game where we know Madonna is going to win, that would have been a 5th turkey.
Yeah. By the way, here we go. Bulls versus Pensacola Catholic. Bulls a 10-point favorite over the visiting Crusaders. I like the Bulldogs by a little bit more in this, despite the fact that, Florida High did give them a game last week. I know Pensacola Catholic rolled South Walton. I just feel like give me Bulls probably about 14 points on this one.
Yeah, I agree with you. Bulls by a couple of touchdowns in this game.
And Coach, is it Bulls or is it Pensacola?
I have Bulls by 17.
Okay, so we're all in the same agreement, same neighborhood situation with this one. And so how many turkeys do we have for this one? We do have 1. We have 2. Yes, we do. And do we have a 3rd turkey? We do have a 3rd turkey for this one. Do we have a 4th? We do. But is there a 5th turkey? No 5th turkey. Again, I feel like, it Pensacola Catholic's going to try to throw everything at Bulls. They're going to.
Yep.
Now, this one, Cocoa playing for their 19th consecutive regional title here. But as we look from last week, Cocoa almost got caught here. Slipping by 34-33 in overtime. Bradford beats Berkeley Prep, a good, tough Berkeley Prep team, 24-14. Obviously, this one, to me, I feel like if Bradford learned anything from the preseason game, they're going to apply it here. And I like the Tornadoes by 7 in this one. A little revenge game.
Yeah, give me Bradford. Coco's been off and on all year. And I don't think it's going to change going to Bradford.
Are you taking Bradford or Cocoa?
Bradford.
Coach, I don't necessarily agree with the line on the computer. I feel like Bradford's going to win, but I don't feel like it's going to be like 32 points.
No, that's absurd. Gracious. I just looked up and noticed that. That's insane. Yeah, the computer. I think the computer is already eating on Thursday. Yeah, I have Bradford, but just when these two get together, it's good football. Great coaching on both sides. They're going to be ready, and man, it's tough to pick against Cocoa. But Bradford, I just one of those things. It's a toss up for me. The 32 just crazy. I got Bradford slightly.
Yeah,
maybe by 10.
All right, here we go. How many turkeys do we have for this game? 1 turkey, 2 turkeys, 3 turkeys, 4 turkeys. Do we have a 5th turkey? We do have 5 turkeys for this game because, yes, this is going to be a good classic game at David Hurst Stadium there in Stark. Mm-hmm. And one to watch, one to keep an eye on. I know that one will be on NFHS Network, and we'll have the links and stuff. By the way, any of the links we do share for NFHS Network, and you subscribe to it, we do get a commission on that. So that does go back and support us on that one as well. So let's go to 2A Region 3, where we see Cardinal Mooney and Lakewood here. I got to say this. Cardinal Mooney and Lakewood, when they first met in the regular season, it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty. Cardinal Mooney, outside of the one game they lost, which was to an out-of-state team, Cardinal Mooney has really been unstoppable against who they've played here. And at this particular point, Cardinal Mooney 12 over Lakewood. I feel like give me the over on this one.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. Cardinal Moody's kind of roll pretty big on this game. Yeah, nice. Thanks for playing Lakewood, but not your time.
Yeah, especially after, I mean, Glade Central gave you a game here, and that was only a 14-7 game. Coach, how you feeling this one here as I got to get ready to reel the turkeys from Mr. Tom Turkey?
Yeah, I got Mooney. I mean, Bowles and Mooney have been my state title game picks since the beginning. I'm going to keep rolling with Mooney, nationally ranked team, coming into 81 in the country. That's I don't. What was that? 12 over Lakewood. I'll add 10 to that. Give me a 3-touchdown game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you this right now. We're gonna see how many turkeys we got here, Mr. Tom Turkey. How many turkeys do we have for this one? We have 1. We have 2. We have 3 turkeys. Do we have a 4th turkey? No 4th turkey. All
we
right.
we were debating about this game with that turkey too. So
yeah. All right, into 2A Region 4. Let's look at Immaculate Cell 13 over Cardinal Gibbons here. This one's going to be a good dandy, I think. It's going to be one that's going to give. Can LaSalle get to state semifinals for the first time? I believe the first time in program history. I believe that would be for them. Cardinal Gibbons, obviously, Cardinal Gibbons has been here, done that type deal, but this one's going to be close, and I'm going to take the under on this game. But give me LaSalle by like 3 points on this one. That's how close I feel like it's going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be a close game. A lot closer than people think, and a lot closer than the computer thinks. LaSalle playing like a machine this year, and I don't see any reason that's going to not continue, even though Cardinal Gibbons is going to give them a fantastic game. It's going to be close in the 4th, so.
But you're going LaSalle?
Yep.
Coach, is it Gibbons or LaSalle? It's not that I don't trust Matt DeBuck's program to get through, because if the Bucks program gets in, if they win this game, I feel like they could. But they depending on how the reseeding goes, it depends. If they draw Cardinal Mooney, I wouldn't see him getting to the state title game. If they draw Bowles, they may have a shot. But again, it depends on how the whole reseeding goes.
Yeah, I went back and forth on this one really since Saturday. It's evenly matched game when you look at the numbers on both sides, offensive and defensive outputs. Ranking wise, 53 versus 57 in Cardinal Gibbons. It's about as tight of a matchup as you're going to get in a regional final. And I got Gibbons on a slight edge. Edge. Maybe like anywhere from a 3 to a 7 point edge. It's going to be a great game.
Yeah. All right. Well, you hear from Coach. How many turkeys do we have for this game, ladies and gentlemen? Well, we're going to find out from Mr. Tom Turkey here in a moment. All right. We have 1. We have 2, 3, 4. Do we have that coveted 5th turkey, Mr. Tom Turkey? We do. Yeah. We have 5 turkeys for this game. Let's get into Class 3A Region 1, which we're going to breeze through this Class 3A here pretty quickly. Thank you, Bishop Kinney, for playing. Give me Reigns by more than what the forecast is calling for, because it's just the way I think Reigns is playing right now.
Yeah, I agree.
And with that said, how many turkeys do we have for this one, Mr. Tom Turkey? 1. Okay, if it's going to go. Come on, why are we not going now all of a sudden? Did I click something? There we go. 1. Do we have a 2nd turkey? We do have a 2 turkey, but do we have a 3rd turkey? Nope. Class 3A Region 2, Bishop Moore O'Galley. I think a lot of people were suspecting that this was going to happen here. this matchup was going to happen here. Bishop Moore has just been on fire this year. Outside the only loss to Lake Mary in the regular season finale, Bishop Moore's just been basically destroying whoever comes in their path. And I feel like O'Galley doesn't necessarily has the talent that they had last year that got into the state semifinals. I feel like Bishop Moore is looking at the state semifinals here, and the forecast is calling for Bishop Moore 24 over O'Galley, and I feel like it's going to probably be about 20 here. There's going to be about a 20-point difference in this game.
Yeah, I think it's going to be like a 3-touchdown game for Bishop Moore. O'Galley, great team, but I don't see them competing really well in this game. Coach,
I'm a little bit closer than y'all. I agree on the 3 score. I had it Bishop Moore 17. I could see it being more closer to the 2021 range.
Yeah. By the way, the turkey that's on the couch, by the way, he is animated. He is sitting there clicking the remote. So, anyways, I feel like Bishop Moore in this one here. All right, how many turkeys do we have for this one? We have 1. We have 2. We have 3. Do we have a 4th turkey? Do we have a 5th turkey for this one? We do not. That is it. Class 3A Region 1. I don't even know. This is Booker's region to take. I feel like Nature Coast, I mean, they've kind of gotten by here the last couple of weeks. I mean, you know, I'm sorry to say, but this region kind of makes me want to go
grow up,
change my shirt again. Something not right about this region. It's been like this for the last 2 years.
Yeah, it's like I don't know how you put it. It's like getting out of a garbage can.
I feel like Booker's going to win by more than 16 here. I feel like there's a difference. There's a big difference here.
What was the game that was the 32-pointer earlier?
That would have been, oh, shoot.
You want to swap that?
Yeah, maybe.
This is not.
That was the Bradford Cocoa. I feel like
this is a 5-touchdown game. And before the playoffs started, I was one of those. I was like, listen, I love Nature Coast, and they have not brought it at all in these playoffs the way I anticipated. I anticipated them being in this game. I projected them to be in this game. But 7-0 and 21-7 is not what I anticipated.
Yeah, and at this point, we're all going Booker. We know that. And here's the thing. Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. How many turkeys is in this game?
I give them 2 out of the fact that at least their defense is doing something.
Well, we're going to find out. How many turkeys do we have, Mr. Tom Turkey? We do have 1. Do we have a 2nd turkey?
Oh,
yeah.
We're going 1 with this one.
It's about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody was saying 1 turkey on this. They were pretty much on it.
National championship game.
Here we go, 3A Region 4. I think we all know that we said this was going to. Thank you for playing at the Miami Invitational, which is what this region is. Basically, 3A is kind of like the Miami Invitational altogether. Mark Hennig said, "I had a turkey."
Speaking of national championship, there's another one out there somewhere. ESPN kind of broadcast it, but who cares?
I have a feeling I know who we're going to go with. Last time these two played in the regular season, the forecast was exactly this line. It's exactly 11 again. By the way, Miami Northwestern won by 9 in that game. And Mark Cannon is still somewhere waiting in the Transpal parking lot somewhere, okay?
Yep.
So
let's talk. Game got moved to Saturday as well.
Yeah. And this game is a Saturday game. The only Saturday game, playoff game this week is a 7 o'clock at the Traz. This one probably deserves 10 turkeys, Winston. We do 5 to 1 with a scale of 1 to 5. And I'm going to tell you right now, let's just go ahead and do it. It's 5 turkeys. I think y'all knew this was going to be 5 turkeys. This was 5 turkeys from the moment that the season started.
Yeah.
To me, who are y'all going with here? Is it Miami Northwestern or Miami Central? You think Miami Central has a chance at this one, or is it the Bulls here?
Yeah.
I think Miami Central on a mission to do this year after what they went through last year. That is one pissed off team.
But if they were that pissed off, why didn't they win the regular season matchup? That's my thing.
Because they knew this matchup was coming either way. Yeah. They didn't pull out all the stops in that regular season game.
You're right. Got a point. Class 3A Region 4. Man, Chris, is it Miami Northwestern or Miami Central on your pick?
I'm going with Miami Central.
Oh, going with the upset pick. Okay.
Yeah, I've been writing on Miami Central all year. I think they were on a mission. I think they were pissed off, especially after last year's forfeitures. And they're on a mission this year.
All right. As you see it, 5 turkeys. All right, let's go to Class 4A Region 4 here. We've got this one. We have St. Augustine and Choctaw, third straight year in the regional final. What can you say?
Well, you said it.
This is going to be another classic. Frank Beasley versus Brian Braddock. There's time to be talent all over the field. You might as well just go ahead and bring all your Thanksgiving leftovers to Foots Brumley, eat it there in the parking lot, or bring it to the field because this game is going to be lit. My goodness, what does the forecast call for? Choctaw 8 over St. Augustine, and do I feel like maybe Choctaw has a chance? They came. See, here's the thing. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. And Columbia had a good sizable lead on Choctaw last week. But Choctaw figured out how to finish that game and win that game. And that's the most important thing. It's, again, not necessarily how you start the game, it's how you finish the game. And I feel like if Choctaw's learned anything from the last few years playing St. Augustine in the playoffs, they will have finally figured it out this year. Give me the fight in Frank Beasley's by a point.
Oh, my gosh, I hope I'm the only one. Come on.
Chris?
You know what? If there's a team better than St. Augustine out there, I'd like to see it. But give me St. Augustine by 10.
Let's go.
Okay. Well, let's see.
St. Aug's by 13. I got St. Aug by 13.
All right, I'm changing my pick.
Come on, man. Great game. It's going to be a dog fight.
It's going to be a good game.
Dog fight. That Choctaw run game is insane.
We have 4 turkeys. Do we have a 5th turkey? We do.
Yeah.
5 turkeys. 5 turkeys for this game. All right, let's get into it here. 4A Region 2, Jones 12 over Lake Wells. I feel like Jones is going to win this one game. It's going to be a close one. This is a game that I feel like it's another great game. I feel like the 4A bracket's the 4A bracket's really good right now. If you're looking at all of it, this 4A bracket is
very underrated bracket.
Yeah.
So, gentlemen,
the 5A bracket a little bit better, but yeah.
This 4A bracket's really good. Jones or Lake Wells, gentlemen? It's Mr. Tom.
It's the Darion Coleman show.
Give me Jones by 10. Yeah, give me Jones by 10.
Coach?
It's the Darion Coleman show. The kid's unreal. 24 touchdowns, 2 interceptions on the year. It's too efficient for Lake Wells to put up with. Lake Wells defense keeps them in. Their offense puts up some points. I got about 17, but Darion Coleman goes big.
All right. How many turkeys do we have, Mr. Tom Turkey? We have 1. We have 2. We have 3. We have 4. Do we have the coveted 5th turkey?
Ooh.
We do. I feel like this has got the makings because of the way Lake Wells played last week. Mm-hmm. They wanted their shot at Jones. They knew what they had to do. Here they go. But I feel like Jones will win this game. Lake Wells wants everything. This is what Lake Wells wanted.
Be careful what you ask for.
Yeah, make your bed and sleep in it.
4A Region 3, Jesuit Port Charlotte in the regional final again this year. This year it's at Tampa. Jesuit, I got to say, this is not last year's Port Charlotte team by any means that is in this regional final. This Port Charlotte team probably should have had a couple more losses on their record this year.
Mm-hmm.
Probably wouldn't have been a 2 seed either had they taken those losses. So to me, this one, give me Jesuit. Jesuit's just playing lights out. Will Griffin is just he's on fire, and I got to think Jesuit's a team that's going to be headed for the state championship game, in my opinion.
Yeah, Will Griffin's one of the most underrated quarterback prospects in the country. Give me Jesuit by about 15.
Coach.
I got Jesuit, but I got him a little bit more. I got him about 24. The quarterbacks in this region are, man, it might be the best region for quarterback play in the state now. This is what we're talking about. This is the most, 5A gets a lot of love, obviously. 3A with who they got. This is a really underrated class, and it starts with the quarterbacks. Just a great potential matchups next week as well could happen.
Yeah, as you see it here, Jesuit's a 17-point favorite. I feel like take a little over on this one. And but how many turkeys do we have, Mr. Tom Turkey, for this one? We have one. Do we have two? We do. Do we have a third turkey? Do we have a fourth turkey for this one? We don't. No fourth turkey. We're going to go 3 on that one. And 4A Region 4, oh my goodness. Go ahead and get your fork, knife, spoon, silverware out. This one, rematch of the regular season. Archbishop McCarthy won them the district title. To me, American Heritage, I feel like they're finding their way, but again, Archbishop McCarthy, they're playing their best football still right now to this point. And the question is, can we see Archbishop McCarthy win this one and win it again and get to their first state semifinal in program history? And Coach is shaking his head no. I already tell he's going AHP. And here's the forecast for that one. We've got McCarthy 11 over American Heritage in this one. Chris?
Archbishop McCarthy, it's tough to beat a team twice, especially a team like American Heritage. And I don't see them beating American Heritage again. So give me American Heritage by 10.
Give me, as much as I want to see McCarthy get to the state semifinals, American Heritage is showing that they have gotten healthy here. And again, the system doesn't account for injuries and all this stuff. McCarthy, you've played really well, but I'm going AHP by 6.
Yeah, it's similar to the Northwestern Central regular season matchup. Obviously, health played a role in this one as well, but it's another one of those where, McCarthy definitely improved this year, but if you're Heritage, this is kind of one of those instances where you expected to be in this game and you kind of anticipated McCarthy being the team you were going to play. You're not pulling out all the stops because you already know that you believe you're the better team. So whether that game's home or away, you believe you're going to win. Give me AHP.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those ones, and give me American Heritage in this one. And how many turkeys do we have, Mr. Tom Turkey? Let's see if you're right, Coach. It is 5 turkeys for this one in 4A Region 4. Let's get the 5A Region 1. I said we were going to do this for an hour. We're already a few minutes over, but that's okay. We'll get this done in no time here. All right, 5A Region 1. Ponte Vedra, 7-point favorite over Mainland. I like this. I feel like Ponte Vedra does have a slight edge in this game at the Shark Tank. Gentlemen, who do you think will win this one?
Yeah, Ponte Vedra on a roll. Even though they had that close game against Nashville, I think that woke them up. So give me Ponte Vedra by 10.
Coach? Yeah, I think 10 to 13 is a good range. I think Coach is, Chris is spot on with them kind of waking up. That Niceville team was definitely probably the best 8 seed in the entire state. But definitely woke them up. Mainland, back-to-back weeks where I just feel like the output defensively was not the anticipation. This is not the Mainland that you're used to seeing. I think that it's a close game. It will not surprise me if we look at come Saturday morning and it's 38-20. I think it could get worse than it could get closer. I think Ponte Vedra is just they're peaking at the right moment. They woke up. That is a loaded roster full of names that a lot of people don't know. Yeah. And they're going to show their teeth in this game.
Cole Rosenthal has been playing really good football this year for the Sharks, and I believe this would be the Ponte Vedra's first trip since they went to state in 2018, I want to say. Yep. So that would be the first trip to my final. Since then, I'm going Ponte Vedra as well. Looks like we're all Ponte Vedra. Ponte Vedra's 7-point favorite. How many turkeys do we have, Mr. Tom Turkey? We do have one. Do we have two? Yes, we do. Do we have three? Do we have four? Do we have that coveted fifth turkey? We do. 5 turkeys for this game. It's going to be a good one there at the Shark Tank Friday night. All right, Edgewater and Lakeland in 5A Region 2. This one, oh, man, this one's another good one. And the forecast is Edgewater 10 over Lakeland. Gentlemen, do you think Lakeland could come into Orlando and tell Edgewater, hey, not your year? Or is it Edgewater saying, Lakeland, this is our year? Where are you at, Coach? And where are you at, Chris?
Yeah, neither of these teams have given up a point in the playoffs. So this is going to be a very defensive game.
Oh, yeah. No, they did give up 8. Lakeland gave up 8 points against the Gaither.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, give me Lakeland by 3 touchdowns. Give me Lakeland by 3.
By 3 points. All right, Coach.
Back and forth. Just back and forth. I think the ending of the Lakeland Gaither game is going to light a spark in them. They're pissed off now. I mean, yeah, nobody pushes them around. Gaither was talking trash all week long about how they wanted them in that game, and kudos to Gaither. Man, I mean, I know you lost. You got to hang your heads high on that one. They brought it to Lakeland. For that reason, it led me towards Edgewater, but I'm going to stick with my pick from the beginning of these playoffs. I'm going to go with Lakeland, but it is going to be close. Could lead to some health factors in the state semifinals because this is going to be a brawl.
This is okay, and here we go. This one, the Orange County last beat Lakeland in the playoffs in 1980. Oh goodness gracious almighty! So there's some history not on the side for Orange County teams against Lakeland. You know what? To me, give me Lakeland by a point and a slop. Yeah. It's going to be that close. It's going to be razor thin.
It's cold. It's going to be cold.
And it's going to be chilly. Yep. It's going to be razor thin. This is going to be razor thin football. All right. How many turkeys do we have for this one? I think a lot of y'all probably know what it's going to be.
Yeah.
All right. We got 3 turkeys so far. Here's Miss 4th turkey. There's a 5th turkey. Yes, it is a 5-turkey game on this one here. All right, to the next one, 5A Region 3. I feel like Riverdale's got a slight edge here. It's 6 over Manatee in this one. But you know what? Manatee's playing their best football right now. And you know what? I'll tell you right now, I disagree with the computer. Give me Manatee for the win here in this one against Riverdale.
Yeah, give me Manatee as well. Manatee's on a roll right now, and their schedule kind of helped them in the long run.
Yes.
Yeah, give me Manatee.
Coach, agree in the same situation? We're thinking against the computer on this one. I agree. I think it's going to be Manatee here. If Riverdale pulls it off, then that would be huge for Riverdale and for them. But
yeah, I think Manatee by 17. Manatee is back-to-back weeks have looked pretty sharp. I think that round one game was one that we said could go either way. I know that was a close game, but their defense really sharpened things up. That was what we were really looking for. It wasn't the offense that I was questioning. It was their defense. Could their defense start to pull together? And then last week is where we saw it. They peaked. They woke up. That defense is ready. I know that Cape Coral last score was late in the game. That was a bigger margin than what it looks like on paper, being 55-29. I think this is a 14-17 point win on the road for Manatee.
Yeah, and with that said, Mr. Tom Turkey is revealing that it's a 3-turkey game. Nothing else. There's no 4th or 5th turkey. All right, 5A Region 4. This one just okay. We get it that St. Thomas beat MacArthur in the regular season, and I know it was a wider margin, but MacArthur is playing their best football right now. And they're going to give St. Thomas Aquinas a fit. MacArthur got undervalued in the seeding big time in this one. They should have been a higher seed. And they kind of got screwed here when the rankings came out. They're going to give St. Thomas a fit. They may not win it. They're going to push St. Thomas. They're going to find every way to push St. Thomas in this one. But St. Thomas Aquinas, 19-point favorite on the computer. It could be that. It could be a little less, but it also could be a little bit more. Yeah. It could go 3 different ways here. I still think Thomas wins in this one.
I'm torn with this game. I think MacArthur is probably the underdog of the year, underdog story of the year. But St. Thomas Aquinas is too good. Give me St. Thomas Aquinas by 7.
Coach?
I got STA by 20.
All right, let's roll out the turkeys on this one because I feel like this one's got the chance to be this. Yeah. We got 2 turkeys, 3 turkeys, 4 turkeys. Is there a 5th turkey? There is a 5th turkey. I feel like this has got to make because of the way MacArthur has played the last couple of weeks. The peak is.
They're going to be motivated.
They're going to be motivated. This is a game that's going to be motivated. Let's go to 6A, Region 1. All right. Look at this forecast. Buholt's a 1-point favorite over Mandarin, and I am for it.
Yeah.
Throw them 5 turkeys up.
You know what? Coach called it. It is a 5-turkey game.
Yeah, throw them 5 turkeys.
This is a pay-per-view matchup.
And I get the feeling this game will be a game that will be on NFHS Network. I'll verify that in a moment. But, gentlemen, who do you go on this one? Buholt or Mandarin? I think a lot of people have been waiting for our pick on this one.
Oh, geez. I'm torn with this game. Give me Mandarin by 1. It's going to go to overtime.
Coach.
Give me Mandarin in a close one. Nice provided the blueprint on what Mandarin needs to do to not only be in the game, but take the lead. And then Mandarin in a slight edge because they understand what it takes to sustain the lead in the game. It's going to be one of the best games, if not maybe the second best game in the state. And then on top of that, I honestly think that both of these teams, if the seedings hold, are fighting for the number 1 seed next week in the state semifinals. There's so much on the table for this game. Both teams know it.
Yeah,
I mean, you're talking about possibly 2 of the 3 top teams in this classification in this game. Man, I think your state champion is potentially in this game.
Yeah, I do too as well. For me, give me the Buholtz by 1. And by the way, this game will be on NFHS Network. We will send everybody. I'll send everybody the link here on this one because I feel like this is a game that y'all should be able to watch here. I'll pop it up here in a moment here for y'all as well here. But man, this game has got all the makings of just. I mean,
yeah. Get your leftovers. Get your Black Friday shopping over with. Yeah, this
y'all
is
need,
classic.
you're gonna have you're gonna have to get to the parking lot early for this one, because it's one of those games that it's gonna be everything. And get your family, get everybody to the game.
This one, Go fans, and I will say this: get on to Go Fan and get your tickets now, tonight, or tomorrow. This game is already nearing a sellout.
And by the way, that game you can watch watch the game live for Buchholz and Mandarin. That is the link. That, by the way, we do get a commission if y'all do click and subscribe on that. So we do appreciate that. But and all that. But there it is for y'all. It is that particular game. All right, let's go to 6A Region 2 here, and we've got Armwood, 13-point favorite over Southlake here. Southlake beating Osceola last week to get them into this position here. And boy, this game, Southlake's going to give some teams fits. But Armwood's been playing just lights out football. So that's my thing.
I think this is probably the game that Armwood is dreaded the most. Southlake can give them a lot of problems, but give me Armwood by 10.
Oh, and they've got a great quarterback there at Southlake. Southlake is getting a lot of love in the chat. Southlake's going to try to test Armwood in every which way, but give me Armwood. Give me a slight Armwood's a slight edge for me on this one. Coach.
Armwood by 14. Southlake plays it tough. Nationally ranked Armwood team. Mandarin Armwood has been my state title game since the beginning. I'm going to keep rolling with it. But I didn't anticipate Southlake being in this game, nor did I anticipate them performing the way they have in these playoffs. So this is honestly more than the MacArthur game. This is the game that on Saturday I kind of penciled and I said, I'm 100% confident in picking Armwood. But if Southlake is the team come Saturday morning that is standing on top in a state semifinal game, no one is surprised. They are coming on real strong these playoffs. But you kind of take who you trust. I trust Armwood. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that's just kind of the MO they've always had down there.
Yeah. And by the way, do we have a fourth turkey for this game?
I think so. Yeah.
No. I'm kind of my fear is that Armwood runs away on this one.
Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
That's my fear. That's just my fear. That's why I got to leave it at 3. And I'm sorry.
It's a good spot.
Not to offend anybody. All right, let's go to 6A Region 3, where Palmetto got busted out of the bracket here, and it's basically West Boca's to lose here at this point. So where do we go with this one? I feel like West Boca's going to win this game by more than 10 over Mitchell. There's just something there about it.
Yeah, West Boca by about 35.
Yeah, there's just something there. I feel like Mitchell got they kicked the last second field goal, won that game. I feel like either way, if this game, regardless of who would have gotten West Boca in this one, it would have been West Boca was going to destroy them probably, and that's just me. This is just one of those. It's ugly. And how many turkeys do we have for this one, Mr. Tom Turkey? We have one. Do we have a second turkey?
I think West Boca big. That kind of result that Mitchell got last week is the kind of game that, obviously, you're taking down the number 1 seed. You're winning on a field goal. Those kind of results can inspire you. I think they show up inspired. I think that maybe the first half is closer than you think. But Chris brought up a great point on Saturday. West Boca, the opportunity to get back to a state title game is right back in front of their faces.
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, Mark Cannon said turkey toenail. Anyways, Miami Southwich West Broward. I know Chris has been looking at his chops on this one, thinking about this potential matchup, and this matchup's going to be really good. Southbridge 11-point favorite over the West Broward. I feel like Southwood is in this favor of this one, but West Broward's going to go everything they can to pull up all the stops on Southbridge. But Southbridge, I feel like, is playing kind of pissed off because They should have been playing for that state title last year, not West Boca, and they got shafted there in that into that state semifinal game. So they're playing they're playing like, hey, we got to get to the state title game. It's state title game or bust this year for them.
Yeah.
I've been riding high on West Broward all through the playoffs, and I've told everybody this team is one team to watch, and this game's going to be a lot closer than people think. So give me Southridge, but it's going to be a 3 or 4 point game.
Coach,
I agree. It's Southridge, but it's closer than the computer is saying. This is a 1-score game.
All right. Yeah. And guess how many turkeys we're going to have for this one? There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. Do we have that coveted 5th turkey? We do. It is a 5-turkey game. All right, let's get the Class 7A Region 1 here.
I'll be there.
We've got DeLand and Lake Mary here. And, well, the computer is saying DeLand 35 over Lake Mary. I can understand why it's – I can understand why it's – here's the thing. I can understand why it's maybe thinking that. Look at what DeLand's done the first 2 rounds. 60-plus points a game? They literally destroyed Boone, who won 10 games this year.
Lake Mary won that game 50 to 12, by the way. That 20 points was against the second string on a running clock as the time expired. All right.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, but still, at the end of the day, I just here's my thing. Rick Darlington is doing what almost basically the Apopka playbook at DeLand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't know, is there one team that may be able to figure out what it is? It's going to be Lake Mary. But my thing is, DeLand is running this so perfectly well. I feel like they're running it even better than what any Apopka team did.
Yeah, really. Aside from that, I think it was a 2012, 2013 Apopka team.
This is Apopka 2.0, Mark Cannon. You're right.
Yeah. Doesn't change my pick though. But go ahead.
Go ahead. You're going Lake Mary. I know you are.
In a barn burner. No defense in this game.
Okay.
No defense in this game.
Okay.
Noah Grubb, O'Shea, Garrett Scholes. Man, listen, that offense in Lake Mary is humming right now. The pace in which they scored in that game. Looking at the final score, they held up in the third quarter. And then they started bringing the backups in. So, I mean, this was a game where they could have put up the 70 spot if they wanted to, but what was the point in throwing all that out there? They were scoring so quickly that they didn't really even open up their playbook. A lot of it was just O'Shea taking off on a 60-yard touchdown run untouched. I mean, they're on an outside zone call. I mean, it was so easy against Spruce Creek.
All right.
When you look at the DeLand game, same thing. They didn't pull out any of the stops against Boone. They were trying to show things off. This is 35 is crazy. Now, the unbiased in me says DeLand probably, if they're going to win, it's a 42-28 type of win. I think Lake Mary gets this because they have the edge in the kicking game. The kicker for Lake Mary is a stud, kicking it from 55, 60. He's a great kicker, and that's the key.
And let's go ahead and get wait. Yeah. So you got a lot for Lake Mary there, Chris. Who are you thinking?
This game is going to be a game that we're going to be approaching 100 points. Give me DeLand by a touchdown.
I'm going DeLand, but I feel like DeLand's going to win bigger. I don't think it's going to be 35, probably closer to about a 20-point game. How many turkeys do we have? We do have 1. We have 2. We have 3. We do have 4. Do we have the coveted 5th turkey, Mr. Tom Turkey? Oh, we don't. I just feel like it's one of those where it can go either way.
That's why it should be 5.
It was close.
I'll say the winner of this game is also hosting a state semifinal game next week. They're both it's similar to that to the Mandarin, the Buchholz, and the games earlier. The winner of this game, they know what's at stake. Yeah. It's a home game next week.
7A Region 2, and yes, John Peacock, you don't have bulletin board material this week because y'all are the favorite. Finis 4-point favorite over Sumner here.
Jeez. Good gracious. Let's not piss him off, please.
Oh, Lord.
We'll go 1 turkey, 2 turkey, 3 turkey. Is there a 4th turkey on this one? No. Chris, who you
Venice by a lot more than the computer says.
Yeah.
Chris? Yeah, I'm going
Yes,
Venice.
Venice by about 35.
Venice is playing pissed off right now. Of course, they don't like our forecast. They haven't liked it. They didn't like it last week.
No, they didn't.
Did he put his dog in the chat this time? Sure, he didn't waste his time coming on today.
No. Anyways, we'll just leave that there. All right, let's go to Class 7A Region 3, where we got a 1 versus 7 matchup with Dr. Phillips again. Probably tells us that Dr. Phillips was undervalued in this one. So Vero Beach, a 40-point favorite over Dr. Phillips. I don't think it's going to be 40, but I feel like Vero. Here's the thing. This is where I feel like Vero Beach gets trapped in these regional final games when they get here. That's the problem. But I feel like Vero Beach is playing on a whole different level, and I'm going to take Vero Beach, and I'm going to trust my computer that Vero Beach will win this game and get to the state semifinals for the first time in a long, long time.
Yeah, they're playing lights out this year. If there's a team playing better than Vero Beach in the state right now, I'd love to see it. So give me Vero Beach by 20.
Coach?
Yeah, I think I'm like right in the middle of the computer and Chris. I got Vero by 30.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 20 on the Vero Beach game. I feel like Dr. Phillips is gonna put up a fight. Obviously, it was almost gonna be Vero Beach and Fort Pierce Central until the last second field goal there at the buzzer. Basically, Dr. Phillips won on a buzzer beater, and we'll see. And then, how many turkeys do we have for this one? I feel like you know what? There's a chance that this game could be a 3 or 4 turkey game. Let's see how many turkeys we got here. 1 turkey. 2 turkeys. 3 turkeys. How many turkeys? Do we have a 4th turkey? We do, because I feel like Dr. Phillips can push it. But do we have a 5th turkey? We don't. And then this region, let me go ahead and take a shower on this one because I'm just not. I feel like this is Miami Palmetto's to lose. Give me Miami Palmetto.
Yeah, give me Miami Palmetto, and it's not going to be close.
As you see, Palmetto 25-point favorite over Goldman. Coach?
I agree on the pick. I Palmetto, but I put an asterisk to the side of this one. This was my game that I almost went Goldman. It was kind of my real big lopsided upset. I know my Lake Mary pick is definitely an upset pick, but for sure. But I came so close. The run that Goldman's on is just really impressive for a team that I think maybe a handful of people kind of assumed they would be here, but not a lot. Spanish River was the team that I had here, and honestly I was comfortably confident that it would be Spanish River. So I think Goldman closer than the computer thinks. I don't think it's a blowout. I don't think it's super close. But 14-17 feels fair for Goldman, and respecting what they're doing right now. Their offense is really clicking. It could give Palmetto some fits early in the game, maybe change up the game plan at halftime that Palmetto goes with, that they maybe were anticipating going with. And sometimes as a coach, you kind of overdo it when you change that game plan up coming out of halftime, and if you were surprised by a team. And this is the game that if Goldman gets them close there at halftime, it could change how the second half really goes. But I'm Palmetto by a couple scores.
And do we have a 3rd turkey for this one? We don't. 2 turkeys.
Seems fair. That's fair.
2 turkeys on this one. Wow. And that's it on the playoff brackets there with everything. And well, hold on. Let me get that. There we go. Boy, it's going to be interesting. Goldman, I give Goldman credit getting to this regional final. That's huge for them and everything. But I just I don't see it. But anyways, I have something here.
Yeah.
By the way, it is Mr. Birthday is on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So everybody give Chris a happy birthday here. His birthday is on Thanksgiving.
I got your cowboy strippergram here for you, Chris.
And the show gets 5 turkeys, so I appreciate that, Mark.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Doug.
You're welcome.
Yeah, considering I've had a cold all day today, it hit me last night.
Oh, Winston's giving us 10 turkeys for the show. I appreciate that. We had fun here tonight, and it's 9:30. We kind of went 30 minutes over than what I anticipated, but anyways, no, it's good. And that's regional football that we've got here. So we're gonna wrap this thing up here. Any final thoughts, gentlemen, here as we go into this here?
This week, expect the unexpected with the playoffs.
I agree. I expect the unexpected here. I think we're going to see a lot that's going to happen here. Coach, agreeing the same thing. Expect the unexpected here.
Yeah, we kind of called this before going into the playoffs that we said this was the round of the playoffs that we thought we were going to get great games. We knew that, but we were also going to see some teams that found their way to this round, that were peaking at the end of the regular season at the right time. And sure enough, it might not have been the teams that we thought, but there are teams that are doing just that. And you have an opportunity to see some potential upsets this week. It's going to be a fun weekend. It's going to be a chilly weekend, pretty much Orlando north. So if you're going to any of those games, make sure you bundle up. Bring your wife the hand warmers. Us men, we don't need those.
Yeah.
So,
well, Chris, how's it feel to have your birthday on a holiday? Emery asks.
I'm used to it.
Of course, my birthday's next month, 4 days before Christmas. Always 4 days before Christmas. It's crazy. So, yes, and happy Thanksgiving.
We always celebrate my birthday on Thanksgiving Day. So
yeah, happy early birthday, Chris, and guys, gentlemen, happy Turkey Week. Thankful for all our followers, our fans. Thankful for my friends and family and friends. Football and food. Yes, we will have that this week. Happy Thanksgiving to both of y'all, gentlemen. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody on the chat. We will come back. Most likely will be Saturday morning. I think we'll wait until the FHA releases the reseating before we go on. When we do that, I will kind of work out the schedule. Have to figure out a few things, got family stuff too, as well to work around everything. But we will be back, and we'll see y'all Friday night on the FortHSFootball.com scoreboards. And
they have a time for that, by the way.
Yeah.
Have they announced the time for that?
No, I think it's just gonna be like 9 o'clock in the morning. They're just gonna drop it. I don't think they're gonna go. Yeah. Anyways, but we'll let y'all know more after once we get to Friday and stuff, and we find out from the FHA what's gonna happen here. So appreciate everybody. Thank y'all, and enjoy your Thanksgiving festivities, and take care and safe travels to all y'all if y'all are traveling. Have a good night, and we'll see you all this weekend.
Don't drink and drive.
Yep. Do not.